Okay, so picture this for a second. You type one single sentence into a chat window, and then you just watch. You watch as an AI agent, all on its own, dives into a private database that's on your computer, designs a whole data dashboard, and then deploys it as a live public website. I'm serious. No coding from you, no complex commands, just a simple chat. Let's get into how this isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now.
You know, this quote from the source material just absolutely nails it. It perfectly captures that feeling of seeing this tech in action. We're about to witness something so powerful it honestly feels like a magic trick. But that magic comes with a level of risk that is just as breathtaking.
So yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Can an AI really handle a complex, end-to-end job like this with nothing more than just plain English as a guide? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. And the agent that actually pulled it off is the star of our show today.
All right, so to really wrap our heads around how this is even possible, we got to meet the main character in this story, the AI agent itself.
Now, first thing you need to know, this is not your typical chatbot. OpenClaw is built for action. It's made to interact with your computer's files, browse the web, get on your network, and even use other apps to get a job done. Think of it less like a conversation partner and more like an autonomous coworker sitting right at your keyboard.
So how does it learn new tricks? Through something called skills. A skill is basically just a recipe, a set of instructions that gives the agent a whole new capability. The agent can hunt for these skills online, or as we're about to see, it can look at the existing ones, decide they're not good enough, and just write a better one itself from scratch.
All right, let's get to the main event. Let's walk through the mission step by step, taking some sales data that's just locked away in a local file and turning it into a live, public-facing website.
So here's how it all went down. It all starts with a simple database full of sales figures. Then the user gives one single prompt to OpenClaw. After that, the human is completely hands-off. The agent takes total control, it figures out how to read the database, it pulls the data, builds the web page, and then pushes the whole thing live to the internet.
Now, this is the part that's truly wild. The agent showed real problem-solving smarts. It wasn't just following a script. It found existing tools for the job, decided they weren't quite right, and then built a better tool itself. It even found the database file on the computer without being told where it was. This isn't just automation, folks. This is autonomy.
And boom, success. This right here is the wow moment. Just like that, a fully functional website pulling data from a private local source is live on the web. A task that would normally take a human developer hours, maybe even days of work, was done in moments, all from a single sentence.
But here's where the alarm bells start ringing. Loudly. For that magic to work, OpenClaw needed the keys to the kingdom. It had to have full unrestricted access to the system, to read that private database, to browse local files, and to use secret API keys for deployment. So its greatest power is also, without a doubt, its most profound vulnerability. Which brings us right to the fundamental conflict at the very heart of this technology. Let's break down this incredible power versus the very real peril.
So on one side, you have that amazing wow factor, the sheer power of autonomous development, of prototyping ideas in minutes, of creating these complex workflows with no code, all driven by plain English. But every single one of those powers has a dark reflection on the other side. That autonomy, it demands full system access. Rapid prototyping, it creates a serious risk of exposing sensitive data. And this unbelievable power, well, it hinges entirely on you getting the configuration perfect to prevent a disaster.
And let's be crystal clear about the stakes here. This quote from the source says it all. A small mistake in setting this thing up doesn't just cause a minor bug. It could trigger a catastrophic security breach and potentially expose your entire business to the internet in a matter of minutes.
So this is where we land. AI agents that can act on their own on our machines, they are no longer some futuristic concept. They are here, and their capabilities are just accelerating. The power they offer is undeniable, but it is welded to an immense responsibility. The question is no longer if we can build these things, but are we truly ready to manage them safely?